So yesterday was National Donut Day. I didn't get any donuts. I got in trouble. And so today I am redeeming myself and getting sidecar donuts, one of our favorite family weekend delicacies. So let's get some donuts. So this week was quite the week. It's my first week back from paternity. I took a trip up to Mountain View, met with my team, my manager, a lot of leadership, and there are some changes happening. I need a way to sing the greatest dance and make them laugh. I could win the wars or lose the battles too. Whichever's true,
so I'll go, but I know I'll think of you every step of the way.
So yes, I am quitting the best company in the world. This week I gave my notice and I'm leaving Google. And not because of Google. I love Google. I had an amazing team. Kind of a dream job. I was working on Android, working remotely, was actually working really well, even though it's sometimes frowned upon. My manager, Evan, is badass, has taught me a lot. I consider him a huge mentor. His manager, Henry, was amazing. They've gone to bat for me for everything, and I feel kind of like I'm making a mistake leaving such an amazing team and such amazing leadership at such a influential company. So there's one main reason that I'm leaving the best job in the world. So let me back up. When I was on paternity leave, in aggregate, it was like 5 or 6 weeks that I was gone. And the more that I was home and with my family and in the community that I live in, I realized I was generally happier. And not that I was unhappy working at Google, but there was something that I realized. I realized that being isolated, remote, even though I loved working remote, and I was actually pretty productive and I had a good pace with my team and with what I was doing, being remote, I don't think was the issue. The issue was that I was remote and I worked essentially alone. I worked in an office with 300 people in it, but I was the only one working on the project I was working on. And so in that environment where there's this huge juxtaposition of all of these people, none of you work with, none that you're very similar to, most of them were engineers, and not having that day-to-day collaboration in a creative environment, I think was really hard for me. And it wasn't so bad that I noticed it right away, but over the course of 2.5 years, I started to realize that for me mentally and creatively was starting to become an issue. And I really do believe that I could have made it work. I believe that I do believe that it could have worked. My manager, Evan, was very generous and open to figuring out better solutions to you know, make that relationship better. But understanding what I kind of need from the day-to-day as a designer, and then also some opportunities that have presented themselves here in Orange County, it seemed like a time to take a chance and move on. So yeah, I'm moving on, and I will announce where I'm going next week in next week's vlog. So to wrap things up at Google, we have an offsite in Monterey for all of Android, so I'm super pumped to enjoy some kind of last send-off times with my team and the people that I love at Google, and then on to the next adventure. That's gonna wrap up this vlog, and thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to comment and subscribe. I'll see you next week for the big announcement.
I am a marathon runner, and my legs are sore, and I'm anxious to see what I'm running for.
So I don't normally do hotel room videos, but this room is pretty awesome.
I am a hot air balloon on a sailboat. I wouldn't make this my home if I'd learned to float.
So I mentioned it earlier in this week's vlog, but I'm in Monterey for an Android offsite with Google. This is also my last week at Google, so it's been kind of an interesting experience being here, being so blessed to be able to be a part of cool events with such awesome people, but also knowing that this is kind of the end of the road. So it's a bittersweet experience, and I'm just super thankful for Google and the things they've provided me the opportunities to do and work on, the friendships that I have. Moving on. Currently we have a party at the aquarium. I'm not taking my camera, but I might snap some stuff on my phone. Oh, yo.
What's up?
This is my girl Dee, the baddest of all asses.
I'm about to be a bad bitch in a minute.